Hey everybody, apologize for the late video for the weekend vid, but we have a lot to talk about, and then we also have not a lot to talk about at the same time. I don't want to bore you by just listing out hundreds of inside bars because that's what we've got, but we'll talk briefly about what we're seeing, what we're going to look for Monday to start off the week, and then, Monday night, we'll be able to pick out the stronger stuff, weaker stuff, and the signals for turnaround Tuesday. So that being said, sector basis, Qs, SPY, IDBM, 2 up last week. They firmed up. The VIX starts coming back in. So they firmed the market up, right? They're no longer fearful at this point, at least still slightly elevated, but coming back in. Dow goes inside week to confirm or negate the fact that SPY, Qs, and IDBM went up last week. If Dow goes inside down, market's going back down. These guys will likely go 2-2 week to the downside. If Dow is going up, 2-2-1-2 reversal up, these are going to probably go continuation. So that's something we want to know. Semis tech, same thing, right? We'll see if they confirm or negate, continuation or reversal next week. We have a lot of inside weeks. In the SPY, we have about, I want to say 40% of the SPY inside week. That's something good to know about. Financials and energies are going to be some of the stronger sectors we picked out on last week's weekend vid with the defense, DFEN. And then inside weeks, you're going to have transports, airlines, retail, communications with your IYZ, XLV, healthcares, and then you will have materials and real estates. So these all matter, right? The question is are they all in force next week or not? And are they going up or down? We also have staples. So just given the fact you have them across the board, that's something you want to know about. And then all the material stuff, we've been long with like the gold and silver, closer to a little bit of a 2-2 down, although they have daily signals maybe back to the upside. That being said, for those weeklies, everything looks kind of like the indexes. SPY, gap down, potential rev strat on Monday. Above that, I want to know about it. 560.45. Qs, same thing, potential rev strat on a Monday. Dow, potential 2-2 on a Monday. IDBM, potential rev strat on a Monday. So we'll see what happens there. That's definitely something you want to know about. They're all close to reversing. We go to the futures. They start as rev strat up. US 500. US 30 starts 2-2 up, but already coming to its magnitude. The IDBM starts 2-2 up. And the Nasdaq starts rev strat up, hitting its magnitude. So they've already kind of done it with the futures overnight. Therefore, if we're gapping up tomorrow, they could gap up and sell it with the month, week, day, and 60 full time from continuity down. So it's hard to say, right? But we can say things firmed up. A lot of inside weeks to either confirm that or negate that. And that's what we're going to be looking for next week. That being said, when we look at all the futures, got inside weeks in there as well. The US 100 Nasdaq, which is your QQQ, inside week. It's nowhere near change in the month, but going 2 up. If we go to the US 2000 IBM, they already went up last week, so a little stronger. The SPY, inside week, right? So we're either going to get a 3 or we're going to have a 2. If we go to Dow Jones, inside week, same thing. We're either going to have a 3 or a 2. In this case, we're reclaiming a lot of these lows on the left. I like the look of that with equal highs up there, nonetheless. That being said, to keep this list shorter this week, we're going to stick to really high ATR or high liquidity names. I'm going to read you through a few. And then, Monday morning, we'll be scanning to see who's doing that. That being said, let's take a look. Verizon is inside week with AT&T. So something we've been tracking this year, and AT&T's a lot stronger, so that's a good name to know about. You can see we still have it on the continuation list, but like this. Verizon and T. Comcast 3-1 on the week as well with your communications / telecommunications. If we go to Starbucks, you see closer to the momentum weekly measured moves. Starbucks for the 2-1-2 measured move of this stuff. Man, there's just so many. All right. So those are most of your higher volume names that we'll be looking at going into the new week. Let's go and take a look at the Nasdaq, see what we've got for inside weeks there. In the Nasdaq 100, you're going to have 37% of those inside. So you're going to see Apple in there inside week. It is Mother Bar. And we also will have Google on the 2-2 week list with the communication sector. If we go to Google, closer to the 2-2 week, closer to the, I think, 1-2-2 day to cause that with daily PMG to the upside. We'll see Costco inside week, and this could be occurring with Walmart. Costco, in this case, has the outside day for a 3-2 daily, which would cause the weekend up. You see from monthly magnitude exhaustion risk. Walmart would have the 2-2 day. We're claiming a Mother Bar to try and do that. We just got to be super aware. These are so red on the month, right? So if these fail, we're trading it the other way every time. It's just bright red on the month. Gosh. See, Datadog, very slight lower lows. And inside week pivot machine gun potentially with the outside day. So we'll put some stars next to Costco. And we'll have D-Dog with a star as well with those 3-2 days to try and do that. Now, outside of that, you know, things that are already going, right? This is where the easier stuff is. Energies, inside day XLE, confirm or negate. Tells you what? CVX, inside day to confirm or negate. Measured move if it goes up. XOM, inside day to confirm or negate. Right? MPC, inside day to confirm or negate. If we go to COP, not so much, but those three are more than enough for us to work with. You could also use FANG, inside day to confirm or negate. So a lot of these energies are setting up for next month. It's the easiest looking stuff because it's the strongest stuff. We picked it out last week and we knew where to be. So why would we be out of that? We wouldn't, right? You can watch US oil or the crude oil futures. Looks like these don't open up until Sunday. But if we go to crude oil futures, looks like they already opened up. You'll see the triangle in here. So these guys in the futures for the crude oil also have not been having the best time still, but energies, you know, firm up. We'll see if that stays the case. And then financials. XLF, closer to 2-2 day. Notice 3-2-2 week, still good. If that hasn't reversed, it's still going up there. You got until that reverses to try and do that. So 2-2 day there tells you Morgan Stanley. 2-2 day. Goldman Sachs, 2-2 day. Tells you Citigroup, inside day. Tells you Bank of America, inside day. Tells you JP Morgan, which is already stronger, is 2 up. But closer to 2 up continuation week with a 2-day inside bar from the looks of it. Yep, 2-day inside bar pattern. SCHW, maybe a 2-2 day. And regional banks also a little closer to 2-2 day. So those are your stronger stuff. Financials, energies, we already knew about that. That's where you can be if you want to just, you know, stick on the strength to start the week. And then we'll see what starts picking up as the week gets going. Outside of that, we can take a look at just at 2-2 days with full time frame continuity, which is also a really good scan. You scan for a 2 down in green. I could show you what this might look like on the scan site, but I can scan in here. We can look for, and in this case, I don't think it'll let me here yet. We can look for, let's say, 2 down in green, which this is not going to be correct here. And then what we can scan for is full time frame continuity being true. So if that's true, then we'd have 2-2 day with full time frame continuity. And ideally 2 up month, quarter, year, that type of stuff. So that's what we want to scan for. I'll do it on Thinkorswim for the time being. Give me 1 second here. So really there's not too much to choose from in there as I'm looking through it. There's like a few names, but nothing simultaneously setting up with simultaneous breaks or anything good. So, you know, not too much we can talk about there even, which, you know, isn't the end of the world saying we don't have any of those setups, but that's a good list to go to. Like, you want to look for stuff like this, like AES. You'd see it'd be a 2-2 day hammer above that. the nice green month, still some magnitude left on it. It's just a little bit of a smaller name I'm not as interested in. Let's see, Hawaiian Electric. Nope. Yeah, so not much stuff with full time for continuity, which doesn't mean it can't work. It just means, we don't have much there. That being said, the last thing I wanted to add was Boeing for a continuation. We mentioned it on the last week's weekend vid. That's a nice move. 13% while the market did nothing, right? This is going to be setting up your hammer month for the 222 next month and setting up to go 2 up quarter momentum hammer next quarter. So we'll see, what comes of that, but got some volatility in there, which can help you out. So continuation, XLE, which is going to be your CVX, XOM, and you could have, those are like the 2 main ones, FANG. Then we can have XLF, GS, MS, Citigroup, Bank of America, maybe a MasterCard inside week, and the SCHW. So that's kind of the gist here, and we can do summary. Is going to be lots of inside weeks, about 40% of SPY. Do we confirm by confirm last week's reversals by breaking up, or do we negate by going 3 or inside and down? And if we're going to go 1-3 rev strat week with full time frame continuity, it'll be a 2-2 on a Tuesday or a gap sell on Monday. This is something so what we said there is, if SPY were to gap up on Monday and start coming back through, you'd have a lot of inside weeks rev stratting, right? So that's something you want to be aware of, like US 500. Because this is either going to go 2 and stay 2 or go 2 and then go 3. So that's what we'll be aware of. If they're all breaking simultaneously, we don't have to be scared of that, right? Whereas if we gap up and start selling simultaneously, then probably going 3. So that's the gist here. We don't have a lot of news as far as I'm aware here. We can go to Forex Factory and just double check. Going into the new week, you got some PMI to start, unemployment claims Thursday, and some GDP stuff pre-market. That's about it. So we'll have those crude inventory numbers on Wednesday, maybe move those energies. But, besides that, it's just a little bit of house speakers and nothing much. So that's the gist for going into next week. We will see, how much we got, how much evidence, how many breaks we have Monday night. And that's what we're going to go off of. So that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed and, safe trading next week. We'll see you guys in tomorrow night's nightly vid.